Hi, Steve Craig here. Thanks for joining me today. I want to talk about natural gas, which is prone to periods of extreme price volatility. Over the past 25 years, natural gas has displayed a seasonal tendency for prices to bottom out in mid to late summer and then advance into the winter months as demand for space heating ramps up. Now, the scale of the rallies has varied widely. Yet, by my count, we've seen a version of this pattern 18 of the last 25 years, which equates to roughly 72% of the time. That's more than enough to be on the lookout for repeat performance. 2019 was no exception. Prices bottomed out this past August, rallied until early November, and then reversed rather dramatically. Directionally, the price action was much like we saw in 2018, but the wave structures were notably different. The low in July of 2018 marked the end of a year-and-a-half long triangle, and prices then surged 82% in 5 distinct waves to complete wave C. The 2019 advance was much more subdued at 43% and took shape as a zigzag labeled ABC. The key takeaway from both wave structures, however, was that once complete, a downward reversal would ensue, and that's precisely what happened. And as with the advance, the downward reversals, and more importantly, the ability to identify that it was underway, were notably different. The initial decline from the 2018 peak was marked by a 3-week period of extreme price volatility that was difficult to keep up with, much less put in perspective. In contrast, the downward reversal in 2019 was relatively straightforward thanks to some old-school technical analysis. Note the gap higher opening that preceded the peak and then the gap lower opening that followed a week later. It left the price bars between the two gaps isolated in a technical pattern known as an island reversal. As the name implies, that's precisely what transpires, with prices dropping around 26%. It's easy to see from the last 2 years why natural gas's well-earned reputation as being the most volatile of all actively traded commodities. The frequency of the large price gyrations and the potential for huge gains are a magnet for aggressive traders. But it's critical to understand that volatility cuts both ways. While a working knowledge of the wave principle can help practitioners navigate the ups and downs, a little old-school technical analysis never hurts.